From our patio, I look upon this tiny piece of ground that has become a part of me, with meanings most profound. From just an empty piece of felt, I've seen this garden grow and left a deep effect on me, more than I'll ever know. For from our patio I see scenes that nature shows to me, scenes that will stay with me through time, deep in my memory. The morning sun lights up the sky and nature comes alive. From nowhere living creatures, wild and free, seem to arrive. A vast diversity of beings, so precious and divine, each one completely perfect within its own design. The birds have but one purpose. They come from far and wide to feast on all the tasty food I willingly provide. With different shapes and sizes, a colorful display that grows in its intensity and changes day by day. The flowers waiting patiently for insects flying by, the blossoms bright and colorful, their face towards the sky, their arms stretched out to heaven. It's like they hope and pray that very soon some insect will choose to come their way. Each with its own specific scheme, all shaped through evolution, each with their everlasting hope that they have the solution. A little stranger shows its face, so shy and full of fear. Wish I could make him understand, he's always welcome here. The mouse with stripes seems to prefer the darkness of the night. It's very seldom that he shows himself up here in broad daylight. Another creature of the night may suddenly appear. The other birds seem to go mad whenever he is near. They show their anger every time he comes to visit me. He looks at them with sheer contempt and graceful dignity. My fish pond is my pride and joy. It means so much to me. The many creatures that live here in great diversity. The fish, the damselfly, the plants that bloom here in their splendor, with colors bright and beautiful, so fragile and so tender. The waterfall that flows all day is really heaven sent for those who love to bath and splash here to their heart's content. I've seen the beauty, charm and grace that nature shows with pride, but what I've also often seen is nature's darker side. The female bagworm doomed for life to live inside this bag, and right throughout her time on earth this load she has to drag. One final task awaits her now before she meets her death, to lay her eggs inside her bag, then breathe her final breath. And when her offspring sees the light, they find in her remains a vast supply of food her lifeless body still contains. The spider wasp that drags her prey towards a secret place, the spider paralyzed and still, has lost its final race. The wasp will lay one egg on him. Its offspring will arrive and feed on the poor spider while it is still alive. White butterflies that fly northeast towards a certain death, In swarms of millions they will fly until their final breath. A brief respite for some before continuing the race towards the Indian Ocean, where they'll vanish without trace. What crazy instinct drives them to make this wasteful flight, to fly into the ocean and die without a fight? It is this darker side that often makes me doubt what nature's so-called beauty is really all about. The cruelty, the suffering I never could conceive would put me in a sordid state of blatant disbelief. But then I witness scenes like these of caring and of sharing, wild passion and sweet tenderness truly beyond comparing. The care and warm affection shown by creatures large and small has made me realize that in the end, it's love that conquers all.